Hello, welcome to Pantry to Plate. My name is Darla Harms and I work for the Salvation Army of Southern Illinois. Today, we want to show you how to take food pantry items and make a great meal. So let's go see what's in the bag.
This edition of Pantry to Plate is brought to you by Indigo Realty, where every property tells a story. Find Indigo Realty at indigorealty.net.
So this is what you would find in a pantry bag at the Salvation Army. Before we do that though, I want to make sure to introduce you to today's guest cook, Alysa Bunting with Indigo Realty.
Hi, Darla.
Hey girl, thanks for coming on our show today.
Happy to be here.
Tell our audience a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Alysa Bunting, and I'm the owner of Indigo Realty. I'm a mom of 3, and I love to cook.
Wonderful. So I shared this idea with you about taking pantry basics and turning them into a great meal. So we're going to use really good cooks, and we're going to taste test at the end, and I guess we'll find out, right?
That's right.
Okay,
we'll find out.
Let's see what's in the bag. So here are a few items that we would serve at the Salvation Army. We are so proud to be able to serve bread products. Yep, we've got some BBQ Frito chips, pasta, which you would find in most pantry bags. And you've got, what you got there?
Some brown rice.
Brown rice. Oh, and looky here. We even have Thin Mint Girl Scout cookies for our folks. Okay, mashed potatoes, some Lipton soup.
We've got some canned peaches.
More canned peaches, canned
Sweet corn.
raisins. Ooh, that sounds good. I'll bet you could do something really good in dessert.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that one out.
All right.
More chips and raisins.
Diced tomatoes. Excellent.
And dark red kidney beans.
Okay, excellent. I think we got one more vegetable. We have green beans. So in most food pantry bags, you're going to find an assortment of items. And what we want to do today is make sense of everything here on the table. So one thing we do want to add, though, is the frozen product. So at our pantry at the Salvation Army, we're so proud to be able to serve some proteins. May not be everybody's favorite every time, but
Let's see what we've got.
in this month's contribution, we have some catfish fillets and catfish, or no, not catfish, Alaskan pollock fish nuggets.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see what we can do with that.
All right. You have a plan? You have an idea of what you want to do?
Yeah, I think we can come up with some options here for a couple dishes that should be pretty tasty.
Oh, I can't wait. Great.
I think we can probably do something here with the fish and maybe the chips, and we can probably remove some of the canned goods for another day, for another dish. Let's see, I can probably do something with the pasta. Hopefully if we have some basic household spices and maybe some flour.
So you're going to make 2 things out of the bag, but you're also going to use some staples that you have at home. So can you talk a little bit about what kind of staples you keep in the house and where you get them?
I always keep flour and sugar, salt, pepper, garlic powder, because fresh garlic sometimes is hard to keep. I normally get a lot of my groceries at Walmart. Dollar Tree has most of these items.
It's good to have really good food, but also kind of watch your pennies. So
Yeah, we won't be using eggs today, so that'll help the budget.
Yep, exactly. So we're not using eggs, basic spices, sugar, and flour, which you can find just about anywhere for a reasonable price. Okay, great. So let's get cooking.
All right, let's get going.
Now let's move into, you're going to make something with the fish,
Yeah.
correct? So let's talk about what was in the bag and then what are some additional things that you're bringing here.
So we had fish, catfish of all fishes. We're going to figure it out. And I think I've got something that will make it taste really good.
Okay.
Catfish, some people, it might not be their choice fish just because of the flavor, but we're going to try out these barbecue chips and some chili powder. It wasn't in the bag, but it should be something you have as a staple. So first off, we're going to pick out our fish here. We're just going to do about 3 pieces. Got a good piece there. Going frozen's fine, straight from the bag to the oven. If it does, you might want to let it thaw just enough so it doesn't have literally the ice crystals on it. So we're going to lay these 3 out here.
And then you can run this underneath the sink.
Yep.
Right?
Yep, you can
just
rinse it
make
off.
sure you wash your hands every time you're handling poultry, any kind of meat or dairy, right?
Yeah, anything that's raw, you need to be washing your hands. And just to help with bacteria and contamination. So I'm just crunching these chips up.
I love it.
If you have a rolling pan, I'm going to try to get a little hole. grab some scissors here. I'm just
Right.
going to put a slit. We're not about having a lot of extra dishes or steps. So we're going to leave it in the
I
bag.
like that.
Rolling pin.
Okay, excellent.
And we're going to crunch these barbecue Fritos up to give as a crumb base on these fish fillets.
Excellent.
So that should be good enough there.
Okay.
Just get a bowl.
And this is something your kids could do, right?
Kids would love to do that.
They can maybe don't, use it correctly.
Don't
Roll
go
that,
batting
no brother and
and
sister
sister.
stuff. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Excellent. And so you got a little bit of flour there, is that
Yep.
right? Okay.
We're going to get some flour. This isn't really a precise recipe. We're just making batter, so whatever you think looks about right.
Okay.
We're also going to put in another pantry staple that you might have.
Okay.
Again, you can normally get these for $1. And we're going to sprinkle in, actually we're going to pour in. I use my hands a lot. I just kind of get into it. We're going to put maybe,
Is that a tablespoon too?
yeah, maybe a tablespoon of chili powder. So we're going to put that in.
That's going to have a kick to it, right?
Yeah, but it shouldn't be too hot.
Okay.
So then, again, I kind of judge. That's going to be about a teaspoon of salt.
My grandma used to do that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And then we're going to do
Yeah.
about a teaspoon of pepper. That pepper
Okay.
actually might give more bite even than the chili powder.
Really?
Yep. So then just kind of mix it up. Now, the fish is a little wet. You can
Okay.
do a variety of things to help this batter mixture stick to it. You can use
Okay.
a milk wash. You can use a little bit of oil. If you had an egg, you could use egg. We're just
Did
going
you
to...
just use water?
You could just use water. Yeah. So we're going to try just a little bit of a milk wash.
Fascinating.
On-
And even if they wanted to go longer, they could maybe put the milk in a bowl and let it sit in
It could
there for
sit.
a little bit?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So we've just got that covered on both sides. We're going to use parchment. Would you mind getting me a parchment
I
paper?
would love to get you some.
We're going to use just a, what do you call this? Just
Baking.
a baking
Sheet-
pan.
sheet pan.
Sheet pan. Basic sheet pan. Parchment paper. Parchment paper, if you guys are not familiar with it, it is not wax paper. Do not use wax paper. That'll be detrimental. Parchment paper doesn't stick. So it's great for something like this because fish, as it cooks, can kind of crumble. And so you
Right.
want to use something that you can get it off your pan easy
Excellent.
once it's done.
Okay.
So parchment paper, not wax paper.
So you're using 3 fillets, catfish fillets. So if you were doing double the amount, you would just double your batter.
You would double your
right?
batter,
Okay.
yeah. And if you get everything battered here and you need more, there are extra bags of chips.
Or if you need a snack.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay. Excellent.
So that's all we're gonna do there, and it should be ready to cook. So this I would throw away
Right.
because it's had raw food on it.
Okay.
So this would be thrown away, and then of course this would get washed. But we'll go ahead and put this in the
All
oven.
right.
We're gonna watch it, but I would say close to 30 minutes.
At what?
And
350?
we're gonna double
385?
purpose the oven. It's already at 385, but if you didn't have anything going in the oven, I would do it at 350.
Perfect.
And we're not gonna burn ourselves this
Do
time.
not. Ooh, that's bubbling. Outstanding. Okay.
All right, so let's get this cleaned up, and we've got one more thing to make.
All right. Sounds good. Okay. So now we're on to the next dish. Tell us what
Yeah.
you've got going on here, Alysa.
So we're gonna have a simple pasta dish to go with the fish.
Wonderful.
And a very, very simple pasta dish I ate a lot when I was in high school is pasta, garlic powder, salt, and butter.
And it's super inexpensive.
Very inexpensive. It sounds kind of like it might be plain, but let me tell you, there's a ton of flavor.
Yes.
So that's what we're going to make. Right now we've got the water coming to a boil. So I'll bring this over here. And a lot of people always salt their pasta water. So we're going to salt it. We are not going to use all this pasta.
Okay. Because it doubles basically
Doubles,
in size. So
and you don't need to do that.
yeah,
So
it goes a long way for sure.
I would say we're going to use like half the bag.
Okay.
So we're going to
Okay.
put that in.
Excellent.
And put this back, and we're going to let this come to a boil. And pasta takes about 9 or 10 minutes. I like
Okay.
mine a little on the softer side. Everyone's different, so I'll
Okay.
normally do about 10 minutes.
Okay.
You do need to stir it a few times because sometimes you will find that the pasta will stick to the bottom. So make sure when you first put it on, it's not sticking, and then maybe twice while it's cooking. You can leave a lid on in the beginning because that will cause it to heat up faster and boil quicker.
Okay, so when you started earlier, you were telling me about this really great technique you do with garlic to get more flavor out of it. So you're going to show us what that is, right?
So garlic powder is a staple most of us have in our cabinet. But if you bloom garlic or rehydrate it, so this is about, we're going to say a heavy tablespoon of garlic. And you just put a little bit of water in it while your pasta is cooking. It will help it rehydrate, and it will cause it to have a little bit better flavor.
Okay.
And not maybe a stale Old Spice
Oh, I
cabinet.
can smell it really strong.
Yeah.
So
this literally just needs to sit and kind of bloom.
Right. So this could replace like fresh garlic because that can get expensive and it's hard to keep it fresh in the fridge. So this is a great alternative then to fresh garlic, right?
It'll give it more of that fresh garlic flavor if you just rehydrate it before you use it.
That is amazing. I can't wait to taste it.
All right, we're going to check this pasta and see if it's done. So what I normally do is just get one piece out, and then I normally take it to the sink. I run just a little bit of water on it so that I can tell if it's going to be too hot and cool it off a little bit. And I test it. It is not done. So we're going to let it cook another couple minutes. You do want to just keep stirring it though periodically so nothing sticks. All right, we're going to check the fish real quick. I am going to pull it out to see what it looks like. It does look good. So with fish, you just want to see if it's flaky. On the edges where it's thinner, it's looking good, but these two pieces are a little thicker, so I think we're going to let it cook the full amount, and I think it'll be just perfect. What's next? The pasta is done cooking. So when the pasta is done, you take it to the sink. If you have a colander, you can use a colander. If you don't, you can use a lid to pour this way. So I'm going to show you both. So this is if you don't have a colander. Notice I lost a little bit. That's okay. But if you do have a colander like we do, you simply pour it all in. Now I'm going to leave a little bit of the water because we are mixing this with butter. So I'm going to take this pasta back in the pan and bring it over here to the table.
So just to be clear, you left a little pasta water in there to keep it moist, or what for?
We don't have anything in here to keep it from sticking yet.
Right, okay.
So a little bit of water will help it from sticking. So we're going to transfer it to our bowl. We can serve it on the table right out of this bowl. So
that half a bag being that much.
Yeah,
that's
makes
amazing.
a lot.
Yeah, that's good.
It really does. And let's see, Darla, do you want to get me a spoon and I can stir this up?
Yes,
we're going to use half a stick of butter. And if we want more, we'll put more in a minute.
Okay, there you go.
So we start with adding the butter, and we're just going to stir it until it melts. There's substitutes you could use. You could use oil, but honestly, butter is about the best choice for something like this if you've got it.
Or if you didn't have oil or butter, you can just do some water.
You could.
And some garlic and salt.
So we're going to let that butter continue to melt. I'm going to show you the garlic. If you notice, so it's completely hydrated, we're going to put all of that in. All right, and then salt. Don't be stingy with your salt on this dish. It does truly help it. We're going to put in about a teaspoon and a half easily. That butter should be melted, and just keep stirring it up, and it is that simple.
So this is a great base for just about anything, right? Mm-hmm. You could put tomatoes in there. You could...
Canned diced tomatoes would be excellent.
Perfect, right?
Yeah. I think we had that in the bag, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you could add tomatoes and then a meat, maybe not fish, but chicken. You could almost throw that all together and bake it, right?
Yep, you could throw all this together with your shredded up chicken, put it in a pan and bake it. That'd be a really good option too.
And it's, of course, a good base for macaroni and cheese.
Yes.
If you've got a little Velveeta, right?
Yep. But this is how we're going to serve it today.
I love it. Kids love it, just like this.
Yes,
Buttered
they do.
noodles.
Yep.
My 21-year-old eats it all the time.
Yep.
It's like
my
the only
10-year-old.
thing you can make. Yep.
That's what he eats.
It's a great thing. All right. Very good. Sounds amazing.
All right. All right. We're going to take this fish out. It should be done now. Okay, so the parchment paper typically doesn't get super hot, so even though it did just come out of the oven, you can normally touch it. And I'm going to take a spatula here.
Oh, I like how that just slid right off.
That off. That is why parchment paper is your best friend in the kitchen.
Excellent.
These look really good.
That does look good.
Okay, so we'll let them cool just for a minute so we don't burn ourselves when we go to eat. But I think we're ready to
Plate up
try
and
this
try it
out.
out?
Yeah.
All right, sounds great. So, Alysa, this looks amazing, but you know that it's not really like great until somebody tastes it. We have some guests with us today who are our tasters. And so the first is Colette Kaplinger. She is the executive director for the Salvation Army of Southern Illinois and my boss. So let's hope it's good, right?
Exactly.
All right, and this is Byron Fager. He is the executive director for the Southern Illinois Community Foundation and quickly becoming a very good friend of mine and collaborator in the community. So we're happy to have them here with us today. So are we ready to serve it up?
Let's
Okay,
plate it
let me...
up. Let's try this fish. I'll give you each a piece. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I got
Back.
that. Here
All
is
right.
the pasta.
Do the noodles. And they've soaked up even more of that buttery goodness.
I promise, this smells amazing.
Yeah, it smells really good.
If it tastes as good as it smells, I think we're good.
And this
All
is
right.
a kid-friendly meal. Okay, here we go. Give it a shot. Oh, that looks good.
It is very good.
All right.
Okay.
I can taste the spice from the coating.
Yeah.
Does it got a little kick to it?
But a kick to it. This is
Yeah.
great.
So not
Okay.
too spicy, but definitely got just enough. Excellent.
Okay, excellent. All
All right,
right.
let's see what these noodles taste like. That's what we
Use
had,
what's
so
in
that's
the
what we
pantry.
did.
Okay, it's a win. She did good. All right, excellent. We're so grateful that you joined us for Pantry to Plate. Thank you to Alysa Bunting with Indigo Realty and our guest taste testers. Again, I'm Darla Harms. I'm your host from Pantry to Plate. We'll see you next time.
This edition of Pantry to Plate is brought to you by Indigo Realty, where every property tells a story. Find Indigo Realty at indigorealty.net. Pantry to Plate is a collaborative production of the Salvation Army, the Southern Illinois Community Foundation, and MannVoice Productions. And special thanks to the Aldersgate Global Methodist Church in Marion, Illinois for the use of their kitchen. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell for Pantry to Plate.